So it's Daryl as a service, and we're talking with Amey. And Amey, what part of the team do you work with?
I work on the meetings area.
All right, cool. So you're going to show us a few things about meetings.
Yeah, sure. Happy to.
Okay, good. So just zero in down here on, just mount that on up.
So here you have Microsoft Teams with the environment is with activity, chat, as you've seen before, and calls. And then one of the big set of things in there is meetings. So with meetings, you can have productive meetings with your colleagues, with anybody in the enterprise. And there's two types of meetings that you can have. One is that you can, if you're in a team, like in this case, this meeting recruiting team, there is a channel which has a lot of people in it, and so you can schedule a meeting right into a channel. For example, you can see all the chat that's happened here, and I can do that using like this button here.
That is the most common way for us to schedule a meeting and start it. Now, just as we pause there, it's interesting that when you go to join or schedule a meeting, it first gives you the preview as if you're going to go live right now. So is that a conscious decision to make it easier for people to just jump straight into a meet now experience?
Yeah, it's a conscious decision to do that because it kind of invites people to say that, hey, you can kind of go live with this, right? And it also encourages people to use video because video is a good way of engaging people face to face, especially in like collaborative meetings. Yeah,
exactly. And is there any tips for us who we like to set up our audio and video and which camera we want to use? How do you do that before you go into a meeting? Or is this something that you can only do as you're joining a meeting?
So currently it's intelligent enough that it'll pre-select the right camera and the right audio device that's best for you. But you can, once you're in the meeting, you can go and change it. We will make that available before a meeting at some point later.
Sure.
But right now, that's what we have.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. So for example, if I wanted to meet now, I could say, hey, I want to huddle right now, and then schedule a meeting here. Or set up a meeting.
And I see that could be the subject, so
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, so let's do a huddle right now, and if I do that, then what that'll do is it'll set up a huddle with like now.
So we're now in the meeting, and you're going to change the camera. Yeah, got that.
So picking me up now, I'm in the meeting. I can see myself. I can see pretty much everybody of all of my colleagues. And if I want somebody to join, I can essentially ping them, right? For example, in this case, I can say, hey, Andrew, I kind of need you in this meeting.
So you've got Andrew there over on another laptop.
Right. Exactly.
Good.
So Andrew can join this meeting on his...
So just for those of you who are viewing or watching this video recording, we are over on a MacBook Pro. And Ahmed is just setting up that call, and he's answering the invite that he triggered from the Microsoft Surface.
Right. So this is a Mac, and then it's pretty much like I click to join the meeting, and I'm in the meeting as you see here.
All right. So
and it's all real time.
So our inset is what is the local camera.
Let me move this. Yeah.
And then the background,
if you're
of course.
Over there, then you'll be on that camera.
All right. Yeah. Let's try that.
On this camera. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Right.
It was SharePoint.
So this is Meet now, and I will do a scheduled meeting and show you that.
Okay.
So that's how a Meet now works. Let me hang up from here, and I will quickly show you how the scheduled meeting experience works. So now let's say, so this meeting is over. Now if I wanted to schedule a meeting, I can go to my meetings tab. This shows me all the meetings that I have for the day. Or I can go ahead and I can look at tomorrow and so on, right? So here I can quickly schedule a meeting for I can say this is a channel meeting,
Now that says channel is optional. So what happens if you just start a meeting and you don't choose a channel?
It's a great question. So channels are optional, so we don't use a channel. It'll just invite the people in your organization. For example, I can say I'm inviting Dan or Mark to it, and they'll get a calendar invite saying that's a meeting from Amey, and they can join using it. It won't be the channel, only those people will see it.
Right, so that's a little like the Skype space that you create, your own Skype meeting space.
Yeah, so in that sense, it's very similar to like Skype for business meetings that exist today. So you can invite anybody in the enterprise.
Yeah. And that link will be unique to that meeting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, like for example, you can say this demo, and I can add Mark to it here, and Andrew.
That's good because it looks like Mark's getting ready to join from his mobile.
Yeah.
So
I am. Right, you want me to join now?
And then,
he's
so I'm not going to send this
setting
right
up
now
a meeting and
because
he'll invite you to it. Oh, you're going to
So-
discard? Okay.
because I already scheduled it before, so that
Right.
it's already here.
Here's
So
something
the
to
meetings
prepare,
podcast demo, and Mark's already in it. I can see this.
How did I already get in there?
And
That's awesome. So which one is it? Meeting podcast demo.
meeting podcast demo. So one thing I want to show is that I can also chat with participants. So if I wanted to chat with people before, I can chat with them right here, and then so I can say, hey, I'm running like 2 minutes late, right?
Right.
So because people forget how to.
So let's just we'll
reply
have a
back.
look at
Right.
just here. So this is Mark's phone, and he's you are joined now, aren't you? The 5 seconds in.
That's right.
And if we turn video on, if you can just carefully tap that there.
So now I can see that Mark is in the meeting. I can have Andrew join from here.
Hey.
Let's see.
You know, I'm the sort of person that will still hold it landscape, even
Right.
if I'm in a meeting.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that.
So now this is this MacBook.
All right.
Join the
Could
meeting?
you hold that, and I'll bring this over.
Sure.
There you go. So we'll just film you as you guys go.
Right.
Yeah, let's get some inception going. So you want to have a
Great
look at?
inception happening.
Okay.
So right. And so there's
I'll
two
follow
people
you.
in the meeting already, and now I see it's live, and then I can join it from here. I can.
Way too meta.
So see Mark. So Mark's in the meeting right now.
Yeah.
He's joined it. I can see that. And then this one is. Mark, did you join the meetings podcast demo? So I can see Mark and Amey are in it now on my Mac, and I can join in as the third person into this from right here.
Yeah, and to me that it looks like there's no difference between the Mac client and the Windows client.
Right. It's exactly the same on your Mac and Windows, and it's intentional because like whatever we do for Windows, we do for Mac, and so all the features ship at the same time for both platforms, and it's a good experience for our Mac users, as well as for mobile.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to show you one more thing, which is
on which machine?
so I can share from my Mac, for example, here. Like I can say that, hey, I want to share, let's say, a deck. I can open, let's say, this deck that I want to present, right? Share an application, and boom, it will present an application, and I can maximize this. So
Nice.
which
I
will-
can see that you're still in that meeting, and it's
Right.
down in the bottom right-hand corner.
Right, yeah. So it will quickly share. So it's a way to quickly share your screen or your application from over here. That lets
Okay.
you engage with it very easily. And you have the roster here. You can check like who's joined to the meeting. You can chat with people, and this chat is available after the meeting as well.
Exactly,
So if you
that
took
is
meeting
so
notes,
valuable.
yeah,
Yeah.
then you can pretty much continue from there, and
Ooh,
not
so
have
you
to send
said
it.
notes. You said notes. And I mean, maybe Dan needs to talk here about this as well. But notes. There was a concept about creating something called a notes within a meeting, and it wasn't chat. It wasn't OneNote. It was something else. What is that?
So currently, you can capture notes in chat.
Yes.
Teams also has something called Wiki, which you can essentially.
there is that.
Yeah, and at some point in the future, you'll be able to capture notes in Teams.
Right. So there'll be something called a note in
That's
Teams.
right. Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay, that's good.
and so that's kind of brings our meeting experience. That's how it
Rounding
looks.
out. Yeah, but so there is a highly requested feature, of course, which has been able to record meetings. Can you say anything about that progress? Or?
Yeah, it's been a very frequent ask from our customers,
Yeah.
and to record meetings, especially in the cloud, because we have currently client-side recording in Skype for Business, but it is hard to record and like post up like a 1 gig file. So we have recording. We are working on recording in the cloud, and we are currently testing it out at Microsoft. And at some point in the near future, it will be available to our customers.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Ahmed. It's great to be able to see what's capable of meetings and Teams. Thank you very
Great,
much.
thank you so much.